Willkommen zurück bei Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. So, wir müssen jetzt hier mal reden mit irgendjemandem. Aber mit wem? Vielleicht mit dem doch.
Back off.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I uphold the law, so I'm not answering your questions.
Ja, toll. Wen soll ich jetzt da fragen? Sind ja nur die da.
May I ask you something?
I uphold the law, so I'm not answering your questions.
This isn't working. You might need a different tack.
Mein Gott. Gleich muss ich umziehen. Jetzt, oder?
May I ask you something?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
Der da?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
This isn't working. You might need a different tack.
Hä? Ah, warte mal draußen, ne? Vielleicht. Ja, vielleicht.
I hope I'm not making a grave mistake in trusting you, Mr. Holmes.
Nee, mit denen kann ich nicht reden.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
Ja, mit denen kann ich nicht reden. Da ist nichts mehr.
You still here?
Achso. Beweis präsentieren. Genau.
I've already told you all I've learned. I've already told you all I've learned.
Verletzter.
Don't bother someone else with this, son. Your problem, not mine.
The guards at the sewers were speaking about taking refugees out of the camp. Do you know anything about this, Inspector?
Less than you
Müssen wir da
do,
alles durchgehen?
obviously.
And this doesn't bother you as an officer of the law?
I can neither punish them nor put them on the right track, if that's what you're asking. Maybe your friends at City Hall could do something about it, but I seriously doubt that. To be honest, I'm sick and tired of being frowned on for my uniform. If those fine gentlemen you've eavesdropped on are in some shady business, that's on their heads.
Aha. Okay. Sagt, dass er nichts über die illegalen Aktivitäten gehört hat. Er scheint allerdings nicht überrascht darüber, dass seine Kollegen ihnen zu etwas verwickelt worden zu sein. Okay. Dann haben wir das auch geschafft. Sein Zustand ist ernst. Oh, Moment. Da ist was. Stechpalme.
That will kill, not save him.
Ach so, vielleicht gibt es hier irgendwo... Da ist was. Schilf.
It won't do any good.
Stoff. Vermutlich sauber.
Just washed. Better than nothing to bandage the wound.
Sehr gut. Geht es nicht? Nee. Achso, warte mal. Ich muss es ja nehmen, ne? Nee, muss ich nicht. Ich glaube, wir brauchen noch was. Da. Gekochtes Wasser sauber.
I'll use it to create a solution.
Okay. Noch was? Da hängt noch was runter. Da ist auch noch was. Aloe Vera.
I can use this to stop the infection from spreading. I've collated all the ingredients now to prepare the first aid solution.
Okay. Chemische Analyse. So. Ich habe eine Lösung hergestellt, um die Wunde zu säubern und die Blutung zu stillen. Wunderbar. Können wir jetzt da hingehen, oder? Jawohl.
Thank you. This should make you feel better, my friend. Now remain lying down and drink as much water as you can.
Well done, Sherry. At least he won't die from the infection.
So. Gut, dann haben wir das schon mal erledigt. Wie gelangt man ins Flüchtlingslager? Müssen wir anheften, ne? Okay. Da. Ein Boot? Unwahrscheinlich.
It's unlikely anyone could get in or out of the camp by water without alerting the police guards.
Okay, da schon mal nicht. Da vorne ist was. Eine Leiter. Ein Gitter. 8 Fuß kurz.
No, it's too short for these walls or cliffs.
Dann das Gitter oder was? Stabiles Tor wurde lange nicht geöffnet.
Sealed shut. I doubt our man could get through these grates.
Hä, wo dann? Es gibt hier nichts mehr. Bitte. Hier gibt's nichts mehr. Aber warte mal, da vorne. Hier vielleicht irgendwas? Nö. Oh, da ist was. Okay.
A single Malpal butt. Roadman cigarettes. A brand highly regarded by law enforcement officers. So there wasn't any sophisticated infiltration plan. The good old police just let the man into the camp. Now we have everything we need to get the full picture of what happened at the camp.
Oh nein. Jetzt kommt das wieder. Oh. Ah, das hasse ich. Ja, gleich 6 Stück. Das spinnst du wohl. Also hier war irgendwas... Warte mal. Hier war was Spitzes, ne? Keine Ahnung. Ich glaube, das gucken wir nach, weil sonst raste ich aus. Okay, Muse aus der Ferne. Ich guck danach. 6 Stück. Muse aus der Ferne. Sherlock. Also. Gucken wir mal. Genau, Flüchtlingslager, da ist es doch. Das machen wir. So. Ach du Scheiße. Okay, der Mann fällt. Warte mal, machen wir das jetzt mal. Nein. Ja. Dann das nächste ist hier. Ja. Das ist richtig. Okay. Das nächste. Ne, das haben wir noch gar nicht. Das brauchen wir. Das hier. Ja. Das da, ja, das haben wir schon richtig. Ja, das ist richtig. Nächstes. Hä? Wieso? Das dann noch. Aber da fehlt doch eins. So. Okay. Das da fehlt doch. Ah.
So, we have a thug who came to take a refugee woman with him. She resisted, but he dragged her by
Warte mal kurz. Wieder zurückgehen.
force.
Okay.
One of the refugees stood in his way, armed with a stick, yet he could do nothing against a cutthroat with a blade. The man didn't anticipate that the other refugees would intervene and stand against him. In the confusion, the woman managed to break free. The thug took fright and fled. He was stopped by the falling crates, he stumbled and fell, piercing his chest with his own blade. However, the wound didn't cause instant death. He managed to stand, but still bleeding, he lost his balance on the bridge and fell. Before all of this, the man had freely entered the camp through the main entrance. The police admitted him after they had a short smoke together.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword. In our man's case, it's the same sword.
So, haben wir das auch. Okay. Ja, was muss man da noch machen? Im Lager. Ja, was machen wir damit?
Could you help me?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
Die wir uns im Lager umhören. Ach so, warte mal. Kann ich jetzt da durchgehen? Nee, ne?
Back off.
Dann nicht. So, hier mal wieder was. So. Der Schurke wollte die Frau entführen. Der Schurke kam ins Flüchtlingslager, um eine junge Frau zu entführen. Er hätte sie töten können, tat es aber nicht. Okay, nicht nur Dieb, sondern auch Handlanger. Der Schurke ist nicht nur ein Dieb, sondern auch wollte auch eine Frau entführen. Ein Handlanger für verschiedene Aufgaben. Okay. So, was haben wir hier noch? Ja gut, dann können wir dann dem Typen da Bescheid geben, oder?
You still here?
Beweis präsentieren.
Inspector, I believe I can aid your investigation. I know who the dead man is and what really happened here.
You do? Well, good for you. But I'm afraid I'm not the one you need to share your findings with. Speak to Mr. Harlow here. He's the one responsible for settling things in the camp.
You don't even care to listen?
Oh, I do care. Maybe even more than I need to. But I'm only here today to lock the place up, question witnesses, and file the facts. It's sad, but coming up with conclusions is not among my tasks here. You fellows at City Hall do that. Anyway, speak to the supervisor. I'll just stand by and listen to what you have to say.
Mr. Harlow, your refugees didn't murder anyone.
What? Pray tell me what you've learned.
All right, listen carefully. This might solve one problem for you, but will create a few more.
Oh, well, that's a great start.
The man came to the camp intending to kidnap one of your refugees, a woman. What he didn't expect was that the refugees would stand up to protect the woman. A brawl had broken out. In the chaos of it, the man stumbled over those crates and fell on his own blade.
How do you know he fell on his own blade?
The wound in his chest was inflicted from an unusual angle. It was not an offensive stab, shall we say. The refugees didn't touch him. And judging by the blood at the scene, the intruder managed to raise himself but was unable to walk very far. He ultimately fell into the canal.
But how did he sneak into the camp? Why didn't the police see him?
And this is where your new problems emerge, Mr. Harlow.
What do you mean?
You're not a dull-witted man. You know what I mean. There is no feasible way to get into the camp without the police guards knowing of it.
The pile of mess I had to sort out has just become bigger, but somehow that doesn't surprise me. Anyway, I thank you for your help, Mr. Holmes. I'll take it from here. Meanwhile, I'll make sure the police aren't detaining the refugees any longer. You can go back in and look for your witness.
You think one small clock can make any difference in this
Okay.
place?
Who knows, John? Just one ill-fitting cog could make the whole machine crumble.
So, jetzt haben wir das da. Ach so, jetzt können wir reingehen, oder was? Geht's jetzt? Endlich?
You're the one who tended to our man's wounds. I thank you greatly. The police didn't allow us to help him.
The police will leave you alone now. I've proven to them that the man who came into the camp died due to his own foolishness.
Thank you for standing up for us. But nobody would help us without a reason. You're here because you want something.
Yes, I do. I need to speak with the girl drawn here.
The dead man came for her too. He wanted to take the girl away, but we won't allow her to be hurt again. What do you want from Nayla?
Naylor. She was hurt some time ago. I'm here to find the people who did this and bring them to justice. And to find them, I need Naylor's help. Will you let me speak to her?
Justice. There's no justice on this land. But you helped us, so maybe your words are not empty. You can speak to Nayla, if she wants it. But I will be watching you.
Klingt schon nach der Drohung hier.
Hello, Naylor?
Das sind Schwäne oder Enten oder was es ist.
My name is Sherlock. I know someone hurt you. I am here to help. I'm trying to find the people involved and bring them to justice. Please. There is a photograph, and I'm sorry, it is terrible, but I simply must ask. Where did this happen? What can you tell me about these people? Christ, Sherlock. Naylor, I'm sorry. I'm not very good at this.
You come here for me, but you are rude and cruel and condescending. A cross. The man had this cross. Now go away. Leave us be. I do not need another white man's help.
Oh. Alter.
Oh, glad that wasn't me.
Not my best work, John, by a long shot. Naylor doesn't want us meddling. I'm starting to wonder what this all achieves.
But she helped you anyway. Now we know that maniac's face and the cross he wore, we can still catch him.
Okay, wieder Gedankenspiele. Vergewaltiger ist hochrangiger Beamter. Derartige Orden werden für gewöhnlich nur hochrangigen Staatsdienern verliehen, so wie dem Vergewaltiger auf dem Foto. Gottes Willen. Okay. Mach du Scheiße.
At least some of your kind have a hat. Thank you again.
Ach so, warte mal. Sprechen kann man mit dem nicht, oder was? Kann man nicht mit dem reden? Tätowierung. Oh, warte mal.
At least some of your kind have a hat. Thank you again.
Ah, warte mal. Da ist doch jemand. Na, geh hoch. Mein Gott.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Sorry, we don't see much here.
Okay, das nicht. Vielleicht das andere doch. Ach, Quatsch.
May I ask you something?
They often take us from the camps to work. Most don't mind though. It's the only way we get a glimpse of freedom.
Oh. Den Aussagen der Flüchtlinge zufolge kommen regelmäßig zwielichtige Personen ins Lager und nehmen Flüchtlinge mit, die dann außerhalb des Lagers unterschiedlichste Aufgaben verrichten. Dabei handelt es sich für gewöhnlich um schwere Arbeit, doch die Flüchtlinge bekommen dafür Geld und Essen. Die Frau, die aus dem Lager entführt werden sollte, wurde einmal missbraucht, nachdem sie vorgeblich zum Arbeiten mitgenommen worden war. Seitdem haben die Flüchtlinge nicht mehr zugelassen, dass Frauen aus dem Lager geschleust werden.
So there's a smuggling ring in the camp. This wasn't the first time that someone freely entered the camp to take a refugee out.
At least it was certainly his last time. My gut tells me that we'll learn more about this ring when we find out where the thug came from.
Das haben wir auch geschafft. Okay, cool. Haben wir das auch gemacht. Dann fehlt jetzt nur noch das da und das da. Und das kann er nicht sagen, ne?
My curiosity?
Sorry, we don't see much here.
Und er auch nicht. Nee.
Is this familiar to you?
Sorry. We don't see much here.
Time to check your who, what and what, Sherry. Who are you asking? About what and dressed as what?
Ja, jetzt sind die weg, ne? Jetzt haben sie sich Ah ne, jetzt sind sie wieder da. Hä? Was? Egal. Wir gehen jetzt mal.
I owe you a lot, Mr. Holmes.
You still here?
So, Beweis präsentieren.
I've already told you all I've learned.
The intruder has a most peculiar tattoo on his neck, 2 lines and a point. Do you know anything about it?
You really want to know, kid? Why? You want to play a policeman or something?
I'm sure you have it in your records, so it won't hurt if I have it in mine.
In my records, it's just a tattoo, as it should be in yours. Ah, to hell with you. Suit yourself as to what you're going to do with it. Off the record, though, such tattoos are often connected to a man named Mr. Nicolo Bernadotti.
Bernadotti, you say?
A respectable businessman in Scalario. His company imports goods and wines, and smuggles everything that can be smuggled between the colonies and the mainland. His people can be identified by an obscure tattoo, just like the one over there our friend has. But these are all merely rumors, you see. If Mr. Bernadotti was a criminal, he'd be in prison now. Or hanged, right?
Okay, Schlüsselhinweise halten. Dann sind wir jetzt hier fertig, oder was? Ja. Gut. Jetzt haben wir nur noch Bücher, ne? Ja. Ja, dann müssen wir jetzt dann in die Polizeiwache gehen. Machen wir aber nicht mehr in dieser Folge, sondern in der nächsten Folge bei Sherlock Holmes. Und dann gehen wir zur Polizeistation und gucken mal in das Archiv rein. Also dann bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss!